A little update on the Beauty and the Beast. Which one you think's the Beauty? Which one you think's the Beast? Come on, that's easy. All right. First, we'll talk about the Beauty. This is my Remington 1911 R1 Enhanced. This is such a sweet friggin' gun. I can't take it. Every time I look at it, I get goosebumps on my taint, if you know what that is. And it really is amazing. It shoots great, has a wonderful trigger. It's dead on balls accurate. So far it's extremely reliable. I don't have anything to say bad about it. I just put another 50 rounds to it yesterday and shot dead on. I have one complaint. But it won't come out. The fiber optic sight here, like it moves back and forth. You know, these are notorious for doing this. So it's not a big deal. It moves back and forth, but if you try to take it out, you can't get it out unless unless you push it through with a punch. I'm going to call Remington, and I just don't like that that's loose. And if I do call them, I'm not going to complain about that because it's not going to come out. The sight's not loose now. Let's get this clear. It's the plastic fiber optic rod that's in there. Slides back and forth about I don't know, a smidgen back and forth. But like I said, if you tried to pull it out, you can't. So I don't know. Maybe that's just how they are. I'm not used to fiber optic sights. I know they're not really anchored in. I don't think you could super glue it on there because I don't think glue will go from plastic to steel and bond well. I don't think Loctite would work either. What I think they should do is start making these a little bigger in diameter so they have to be forced in there. You know? Hello? Do I have to be a gun developer? Does Remington need me in their QC department? This is common sense. Other than that though, what a friggin' sweet gun, man. I just got done cleaning it. I love the bluing. I love the feel of the gun. I love that it's all steel. Feels like a authentic 1911. I love the magazine extender release because I have short thumbs, man. I got these like little lobster hands. You know what I mean? Like these I look like a fucking lobster claw. Yeah, I look like an idiot. But I can't stretch my thumb over like a Glock. Forget it. I have to completely. Well, not to Gen 4, sorry, but a Gen 3 I have to completely move my hand and to drop the mag. To Gen 4 I could probably drop the mag, barely. We'll get to the Beast in a minute. But what I do love about this gun is, first of all, it looks amazing. And it shoots amazing. And let's check it for safety. Should have did that first. When you pull the slide back on these even the regular Remington R1, just a regular plain one, it has the same silky, smooth, glidey feeling when you're pulling the slide back. It's great, and the trigger is the regular Remington R1. The trigger ain't much better than this. I mean, the trigger ain't much worse than this. Not worse, you know what I mean. This trigger is not much better than the original, because I play with guns all day at work, all day. Great trigger, and the R1 regular one has a great trigger. The only thing I don't like about the R1 is I just don't like the way the trigger looks, the silver trigger. I think because they made it so plain, they should have kept on going. You know what I mean? They made it look like a World War II gun. They should have left the trigger black. I think it just would have looked better. This, on the other hand, is an enhanced. It kind of has a Kimber look. It has all the, serrations all over it, extra features, lowered and flared ejection ports, it's decked out with the stainless steel, and it's appropriate for this gun. It has the fancy, beautiful grips on it and all that shit. But I just want to let you guys know how great this thing's running, and it shoots dead on. I've been trying different pistol grips. I'm trying the tactical grip, where you flag your thumbs up. I can't shoot like that. I can't master it. I mean, I could put a group maybe like this, like that, but when I do back to my old school grip like this, and I tuck my thumbs in like this. As a matter of fact, Mike from Double Action, he shoots just like I do. He tucks his thumbs in like this. He can pretty much hit dead center like that. So it's weird. It's like I have a target grip, and then you have a fighting grip. Can you have that? Can you have a target grip and a fighting grip? I don't know. I have no experience in that kind of stuff. All I know is I shoot better holding it the way I used to hold it. So that's the way I hold it when I shoot, because I love, the thing I get out of when I go to the range and shoot is seeing a great group together, or like one small chewed out red spot in the target. That makes my day. That and the gun not having any failures, of course. Anyway, God, I'm talking a lot. I'm getting out of breath because I'm fatter than ever. I am gaining weight. I caught myself in the mirror again. I look like a Stromboli with tits. So, speaking of Beauty and the Beast, the Beauty is doing excellent. I use this Powerball ammunition because my 1911 is not broken in yet. I don't have 500 rounds to it yet, but in the meantime they do have self-defense ammunition that feeds like round ball ammunition, so I know this will work through my 1911, no problems. I'm not going to put hollow points through this until I get 500 rounds to it. I want to do it right. Some people pick up the R1 1911 and they go like this. Why is the trigger, there's something wrong with the trigger, why is the trigger broke? No, it ain't. That's a different style of 1911 triggers. Colt's triggers are the same way. They're loose like that. Some triggers are fitted to be tight. I like either one. It doesn't really bother me. I've had 1911s for years, and that's normal. There's nothing wrong with the trigger. But the only thing I don't like I said, is this little plastic fiber optic tube inside the sight is moving back and forth. If I do get it out, I'd rather replace it with a green one. That would be great. So I think I'm going to do that. I like green. My eye likes it. Okay, so far so good. 1911 R1 enhanced, and we got the Metgar magazine, which it doesn't say Metgar, but it is fantastic. Okay. All right, put that aside. Now we're to the Beast. This is my Glock 23. I just wanted to show you guys. I did throw on the Mapro light sights. You can't see in here, but they're on there dead center, thank God. These sights are steel. They're not like Glock sights, so you do have to just take a little bit off with a file to get it in the groove. Once the sight fits in there at least halfway, you can take it the rest of the way with a punch. You have to really give it a hit, and that's good. That's what you want. You want that in there hard and Loctite, both. That ain't going nowhere. It's dead center, and what I love about these is these light up yellow in the back, and then this lights up bright green. Really, really cool. Primary sight, you know what I mean? Secondary sight. Your primary sight's your front sight. They're all Loctite. It's on. Came out great. This gun shoots wonderful. This is a Gen 4 Glock 23. Don't be afraid of buying a Gen 4. You're looking at one right here that has about 1,400 rounds through it with 0 failures. 0 failures. I mean, not a stovepipe, not even a piece of brass hit me in the head. Perfectly ejecting, perfectly feeding, totally accurate, wonderful, typical Glock. So don't be afraid of the Gen 4s. They are fine. They run great. They fixed a stupid problem. Like I told you guys before about this gun, I got all kinds of aftermarket parts on it, just to show you that Glock aftermarket parts, if you get them from the right place, will not affect the performance of the gun. Okay, I got the extended mag release on there, I got the extended slide stop on there, I got the extended slide disassembly tab on there, what I frig you call it. I got the ass plug in the bottom, and this thing's just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds through it, and it runs perfect. I took the Big Dot XS sights off because I just can't shoot good bullseye with them, and I know they're fighting sights. I know you use them to run and gun and on the move and on your knees and all that bullshit. Actually, if they're on your knees, I think E-Ball, you should put them on every gun he's got. But anyway, it's not very realistic for me. Okay? If I'm going to defend myself with a gun, I'm probably going to be in my house with my back against the wall, waiting for someone to break in the door, and I'm going to be ready. You know, I mean, I hope I'm going to be ready. Chances of me defending myself outside could happen, but it's much less. I think that's what I think. I might be wrong. It might happen outside before in the home. I don't know. I think, you know, home invasions are so common, more than in this neighborhood anyway, more than just people attacking people right on the street. So, but other than that, yeah, I'm back to my 3-dot system. I shoot better that way. I love this Glock 23. You guys know I've had this gun for a while, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of it, because it's becoming one of those things that just don't let you down, and you've had it for a long time. It's finally happening to me for the first time with a gun, and that's with this Glock 23. Okay? Okay. I did a 25-cent trigger job on it because I hate the Glock 4 trigger. It's a lot stiffer than the 3. So now when I reset and I pull, very nice. Feels like a Gen 3 now. All I did was polish up the trigger bar a little bit, took all the edges off, and it runs fantastic. Just want to talk about pulling the trigger and stabilizing your firearm when you're shooting. This is one thing I could tell you, which I'm not an expert, but I shoot guns a lot, and you guys, I'm around guns all the time, so I do know a little bit. And, you know, I've seen other people shoot, and my targets look just as good as theirs, so I think I can shoot all right. A lot of people do is, just like Jeff Bluevman says, you know, pull the trigger without disturbing the sights. That's the whole key. You have to pull the trigger without moving the sights. And there's a way you could practice doing that. What happens is, once you pull the trigger and the slide manipulates like that, okay, hold the trigger and I'm going to let it till it resets. That spot where you're at right now, right where it's tight, the trigger's not moving at all, right? Now, if I pull it any further, it's going to move about another maybe 32nd of an inch, maybe just a little bit more than that. That's the spot where you have to stabilize yourself. In between where the trigger stops and where the trigger breaks, that little tiny window is what you have to master. And it's not easy, because it's such a small, minute part of the trigger pull. It's hard to concentrate on that little spot. But like I said, if you practice, you can master anything. Okay? I'll leave that one alone too. So the trigger stopped. Right now I'm in between. The trigger stopped. Now I'm going to pull a little bit. All right. Now I'm in between where the trigger stops and where the trigger is going to break. Now I am level. I am steady. I am going to smoothly pull the trigger without disturbing my sights at all. And I guarantee you, if you practice that, and then you can do it at the range, even like 5 out of 10 shots, your 5 shots will be bullseye, as long as that front sight is on the bullseye. I know a lot of you gun guys already know this stuff, but there's a lot of new people watching, so it's crazy I have to explain myself, because you know, you got a lot of know-it-alls out there. It's going to say, oh, don't you think we know that? Yeah, well, a lot of people don't know that. I see them, they come in the shop all the time, and they're brand new to firearms. So that's one. And it's same thing with a 1911. Even though the 1911 has 0 trigger travel, there still is a little trigger travel. You gotta concentrate. Now, can you do that in a fighting situation? That's not very realistic. No. There's a difference. There's a training for target shooting, and there's a training for fighting, for self-defense. I'm showing you target shooting because that's what I do more than anything. I don't train for self-defense. Okay, that's not my. That's out of my. I'm out of my league there. But that's the basic fundamentals. All right, this video is getting way too long. I just want to mention a channel, Guy Fitzgerald. If you guys are into hunting, especially bow hunting, you had to hear of Team Fitzgerald. Commercial hunting stores sell Team Fitzgerald's product, and Guy Fitzgerald is part owner of Team Fitzgerald, and he has a YouTube channel. And if you guys like I said, hunting and guns, I'll put his link under there, and you might like to subscribe to a channel like him. He's a cool dude. All right, guys. All right, I'm out of breath. I'll see you guys later.